Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emma. Today I want to share with you an update. I want to share with you how it was our first day of homeschool. And as well, I would like to share with you what we are continuing using from the previous year, okay? So let's just start with what we are continuing using this year that is coming from the previous year. The first thing that we're continuing is Matthew C. Delta. He is on the last lessons of Matthew C. Delta. I think he's on lesson 25. I think it's like D and E, somewhere around in there. So we are just finishing. We are pretty much 4 lessons to complete the program. And he is going to continue with Epsilon and Denison Algebra. The next thing that we are continuing this new year is traditional spelling. So he is coming from the previous year with traditional spelling, using traditional spelling. And as well, we are using Sun School Spanish. We are continuing with Sun School Spanish. Something that we are going to repeat from the previous year, because we stopped at the beginning of the previous year, is a Story of the World. So we are going to repeat a level 3, and then we're going to be moving towards a level 4. As well, we're going to be doing Heritage Studies 5. We never start that on the previous year, and I decide to we're going to work some way, somehow this year with it. As well, we are going to continue with BJU Reading 4. And I stopped BJU Reading 4 because I felt like my son needed more fluency, and we were going to review the phonetical sounds with The Good and the Beautiful level 3. I think that was a mistake. I think that he could have just worked with his fluency using BJU Reading 4, and I was just having to be a little bit more patient. But I made the mistake to purchase The Good and the Beautiful. We end up using it, and I felt like I did a disservice to my kid when we did that. And now I feel like I am paying the consequences because we are still going through BJU Reading 4. What I like about BJU is that it is a very structured program. It just is so detailed for the parent. And as well, it's so good when it comes to reading and comprehension. And I feel like if I would just be a little bit more patient and just let him work through the BJU Reading 4, we would have a really, really, really good a really good outcome from just going through that year with his reading and comprehension. He took the standardized test and he did great, even though we stopped the BJU. But I think if he would have the BJU, it would have been even better. I feel like I made the wrong decision when we did that, but we are now working with BJU Reading 4. Hopefully we're going to be moving fast, and we are going to be able to start literature 7th. And I feel like that's how we've been doing so far. So that's what we are continuing. As well, financial literacy, we are using Before Personal Finance. That is something that we start almost at the end of the previous year. So I knew we were going to be carrying with Before Personal Finance through this new homeschool year, and I was just expecting that. So I am happy with the fact that we are still moving with those materials. We're going to be using as well literature, learning American history through literature, in combination with what we're going to be doing with BJU Heritage Studies 5, and as well with Story of the World level 3 and level 4. So hopefully that is going to be working very well. I will just share eventually with you guys how I am going to be combining all those programs and how we're going to be doing history, because we're going to be doing history of the world and we're going to be doing American history as well. So I think those are the materials that we're going to be working with that are from the previous year. Hopefully I haven't forget anything. And that's it. Now I want to talk to you guys about our first day of homeschool. It was a good day for us in our homeschool. We did everything that we were going to do. Maybe one or two things that we were not able to get to. And I think it was more that I forgot that I had a doctor appointment, and I was just at the end, just how I was so forgetful, and I didn't realize that, and we had to go through those appointments. Anyways, we did had a good first day of homeschool. I create a paper that is for our first day. It's like what we're going to be discussing for our first day, and usually we pray. I just have him just go through this list with me, and that's how we do our first day here in our homeschool. And he usually answers whatever we talk on this paper that is just a blank paper with lines, and we just discuss what is going to happen in this upcoming year, what he has to expect from me in this upcoming year, and what I expect from him as well. I share with him the order in which I think that we are going to be able to work with things. I ask for his suggestions, anything that he wants to say, any input, something that he thinks that I did wrong the previous year, and or something that he thinks I can get better at, and that we can work on that for this year that we just start. As well, I have in here, and that is something that I share with him as well. Let me just look in here through these papers. Is our yearly overview. So I have our yearly overview here. So hopefully my camera just helps there. And I always show him these papers. I have as well, usually I go pretty in detail in our yearly overview, because I want him to really have an idea on how I am planning to work with him this homeschool year, this homeschool year that we're working right now. So if you see those sticky notes, it's because we're going to work with some readers, and I just marked it there so I don't forget. And that's what I like to do with him. I like for him to have a good idea of what we're going to be doing for the new homeschool year. I make notes myself as well in this paper, and everything that I give to him, I have myself copies as well. I try to be as calm as I can. I try to not rush through the things that I am going to explain. That first day of homeschool is an actual meeting where we discuss things that are going to happen, things that are from the previous year that didn't work well with us, things that he thinks that I have to do in order to kind of like work better in our homeschool, things that I feel like he maybe can improve in order to work better in our homeschool, and just overall just evaluate how our previous year was and how we are expecting our new year to be working. Okay, I usually make notes in this notebook. This is where I brainstorm everything, including things that I think should happen in our homeschool for the year that is going right now, that we just start. And I purchased as well a planner for myself, actually 2 planners. So I have this one, and I have, let me see, and I have this one, and so far both working well. It's just one has a different layout, which is this one. I didn't expect that. I don't know if I got confused and I select the the wrong layout. I did wanted this planner because I had one that is just like this brown and worked very well for me, but it had a different layout inside the planner. So this is how I've been working. So this is a vertical planner. Hopefully my camera works. Maybe if I just move it like that, maybe a little bit further away there. So it's just different. He has the same planner, but his color is brown and mine is blue. And the other planner that I have there, because it just lets me plan a little bit more detail. And so far they are working very well. And we've been doing very well in our first day. We did very well. We are continuing working. I have some changes that are going to happen and you will see them eventually, and I will be sharing with you eventually. I just purchased another desk and it's kind of big, and I am working with that as well and organizing. I am still organizing even though we start our new homeschool year. I am just being honest with you guys because I feel like sometimes here on YouTube, when you see videos and you see the moms and you see that they have everything organized and they say, well, I just took the time to organize everything. Impossible. That is impossible. I am not going to lie in here. You might organize things and you might go in a deep cleaning and you might think that you organize everything very well, but you are going to find something here and there out of place, or in a place where you thought it was going to be the perfect place and then you realize that it's not. Or you might want to change the way you organize things because, well, everything works very well the first day, and once you continue working you realize that things don't work very well and they are not organized in a way that will be beneficial for both of you, mom and kid, correct? Or it's just I am still organizing even though we start our homeschool year already. I just wanted to start early because I feel like the more you wait and you leave it for the last minute, the more in a hurry, depends on your day for evaluation, you're going to be in a hurry just trying to collect all that information. And that is something that happened to me this previous year. And the reason why I decided to change things here in our homeschool, how I organize things, how I prepare for things, that is something that I decided to change for this homeschool year, this new homeschool year that we just start, because I feel like at the end of our previous year, I haven't even sent our portfolio for evaluation yet, because I am collecting all the papers. The papers got all mixed and I am still just organizing things while I am just starting things in our homeschool. And you might think, well, you should just wait a little bit longer and just make sure that you finish with the previous year and then move on. Yes and no. In my case, because I work outside, it makes things a little bit more complicated. My schedule is not your normal schedule. It just varies and is a little bit impossible to work with, especially when we are already homeschooling. And I am just trying to take advantage that I took a little bit of time off to be able to work with these things. So I am trying to start and at the same time finish with our previous year. I am almost there, but I still have to organize and do things. And if I wait for the perfect occasion to start our new homeschool year, well, nothing in this life is perfect. So I will be waiting for a very long time. And I don't want to do that. Yes, I like to be prepared, but at the same time, I have to be honest with myself and with what I can do with what I have at the moment. And I don't want to come here on YouTube and pretend that everything in here is perfect, that we are doing everything that we are supposed to do on time, and pretend that you know that I am going to do everything in order every time or in a perfect way every time, because nobody is perfect. And I think we just have to just look at reality. That has nothing to do with me being irresponsible. That has nothing to do with my kid not doing his job or his part of the job. That just means that sometimes life happens and seasons changed, and that we just have to adjust. Now, with what I have to do and what I still have to organize and the things that I still have to do, obviously those are going to get done. And at some point I will find that what we call perfect, that is not really perfect. It's just, it goes and adjusts well with the season in which we are at the moment. Now, I don't want to keep putting behind our new homeschool year, because I think that is not going to benefit us at any point, or on anything. So I will just like to start and move, and at the same time do what we need to do to complete what we needed to do the previous year. So far, it's been working well. I still feel a little bit of stress. I just want to be honest with the things that I am doing right now and the things that I still have to do. But so far, I am going at my own pace, and I am trying to be as responsible as I can with what he has to do as well. And that's my priority. My priority is what we're doing here in our homeschool, because obviously his education is depending on me right now. And I am just, that is very important for me, is what I am trying to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you later.